Feather boards serve two purposes on a router table and a table saw. The first purpose, when they're mounted on a fence, is that it holds the stock down flat against the table to ensure that you're getting the perfect depth of cut that you want. You can use two of them to keep that board flat on both infeed and outfeed sides. The second part is that it reduces kickback. These angled fingers or feathers, as you push your board through, those fingers let the board slide underneath. But if it kicks and wants to come back, those fingers resist and won't let that board do that. With the horizontal feather board, holds stock against the fence to again ensure that you're getting the proper cut front to back, and it also works to prevent kickback with these angled fingers. Let me show you how it works with a board. Okay, to set the down pressure on a fence feather board, slide your board under it with the feather board loose. Just slide your board in there. Get it positioned about where you want it. In this case, I'm just before I get to the collet. And if you have your bit in there, that helps you to know exactly. But for this purpose, I'll just show it here. So if I just set it there freely, the board can rock back and forth. We don't want that. We need just a little bit of down pressure. So just push down slightly. You don't need a lot of force here. Just push down a little bit and tighten this up. And then just to test it, try pulling it backwards. It's not letting me go through, not letting me pull it backwards. Then if I go forward, that feels just right. So that's what you want. You should be able to push it forward fairly easily with moderate force, but not have it coming backwards. To set the second feather board, just push your board through. Bring this feather board over. Bring it to just where you want it on that side, on the outfeed side of the bit. Let it rest on the board. And again, just moderate down pressure. That feels good. So you should be able to do this pushing just a little bit more than free. And that's just right. All it has to do is just hold that down flat and then not let that board kick back on you. Okay, now let's set the horizontal feather board. If you have two, you can put one here and one there. If you have just one, you can put it right centered on the bit. With a router table, it's okay to do that because the kickback is, the rotational force is throwing it in toward the fence, so you're okay and kickback won't happen because of the feathers. So the way to do this is to get your board up so that the feather board is hitting the full edge of it. And then the same kind of thing, only now you're applying force toward the fence. So just a little bit of pressure toward the fence and tighten these up. And that's good. You should be able to hear the little fingers as the board passes. You should be able to hear that little rippling noise that they make. SawStop's double horizontal featherboard provides twice the amount of force applied against the fence and at an extra height to keep your board from tipping. In this case, it's the same. You can take it apart and use it either as a single featherboard using the shorter bolts that are included with the kit, or put them together with the spacers and use the longer bolts to give you the double horizontal. Here's an example of when the double featherboard is a real advantage. Let's say you have a panel like you're going to use for a door panel on a raised panel door or a frame and panel door. And you want to run this through and you're going to mill off a profile, but you don't want that board tipping because then that could affect the cut quality of your profile. So by using the double horizontal featherboard, in this case, just push it up against the fence. Once you got your fence set according to your bit, push it against the fence, and again, with just a mild amount of pressure, lock it in place. And that feels pretty good. Yeah. And that keeps that from those two feather boards at that extra height keep that panel from rocking off the fence face. And by keeping it there, you're getting your full profile cut from the router bit you've got installed. You can also use the horizontal feather board on a table saw by using the short bolts with this large head on there, a large T-bolt that slides into a T-slot on the cast iron saws. And then bring that up to where you want to set it. Bring your board up for whatever you're going to do. In this case, I'm going to be putting force against the fence to make sure that board stays there. And it's important when we're putting the fence in place that we keep the last finger in front of the blade. So my blade height is set for this thickness. Now I want to have it here in front of the blade, because if I go back here and I start putting pressure on there, it's just going to push the offcut into the blade, and that could create all kinds of problems. We don't want that. So make sure that it's always in front of the blade. So here, it's just like we did on the router table, just a little bit of pressure sideways. Lock these down. Lift this up and then just do a test run. Yeah, and when you can see those fingers moving, that's the sign that you've got it right. So now let's make a cut. Let's say you want to cut a bevel on a larger panel or board, and you want to cut it like this on edge, but it can be kind of tippy against the sides of the fence here. So using the double feather board in the same way we did on the router table, we can just bring it up here in front of the blade again, put a little bit of side pressure on that. And now we have good equal pressure at 2 points, high and low, and that keeps this board from rocking. And then I can go through and make my cut.